everybody. Welcome back to Flipper Flicks. This week we watched Super Mario Bros. And I'm Sam.
I'm Adam? Question mark?
And I'm Tim.
Well, actually, I'm Adam.
Exclamation point?
I'm Adam. She's
It depends
Sam
on how excited you guys are. Do you want an exclamation point? Question mark? How are we feeling today?
I was thinking maybe a colon. I want a list behind my name.
Oh, okay. Well, if you would have went first, that would have made the most sense.
Yeah, well, Flipper Flicks would have been the colonized.
Mm.
Colonized? Colonized? Anyways, we watched Mario.
Yeah, I said that.
Here we go.
And if you want to see this movie and you haven't listened to our expectations yet, you're going to have to go buy a DVD on Amazon. It doesn't stream anywhere.
Yeah.
No renting, because...
Why not? I'm confused.
I hope you just have something to watch this on.
So you're going to have to dig out your DVD player or Blu-ray player or
Xbox,
whatever.
PlayStation,
Yeah.
not Nintendo.
Yeah, whatever you use, and pop this in there. Let's see. The synopsis for it was 2 Brooklyn plumbers, Mario and Luigi, must travel to another dimension to rescue a princess from the evil dictator, King Koopa, and stop him from taking over the world.
Tim's crying already.
I know. He's very excited, I can tell.
Yeah.
He just really loved this movie.
Loved the chaos.
That is definitely it.
There's a whole lot to unpack in this movie. You're not in the Mushroom Kingdom, for starters.
No.
Which is like what? You're in like Dino Hollywood? Not Dino.
All right, I gotta get. I'll tell you what it is, and I'll get it off my chest
Do
now.
it. Do it. Do it.
Because I want.
It's
I
Blade
can't hold
Runner.
it in. No. It's a movie that literally is labeled as something, and it has nothing to do with what it's labeled as.
Oh yes.
It's literally it's just Mario, but it's not. It's just its own movie. They were like, let's turn this popular game into a movie, but do nothing that has to do with the entire game at all. We'll just call it Mario Luigi.
So it's like
Super Mario Bros.
Everybody
What?
shits on like movies that are like, yeah, they went away from the source, and it's like, no, you haven't watched Super Mario Bros.
Because they went like really far away from the source.
Yeah, I mean, man, like, come on.
This movie is like Nintendo quit production on the Metroid Prime movie that they were in pre-production for it, and they're like, no, we're not doing live action anymore. Fuck this. And then the first live action like Nintendo film since then was Detective Pikachu. Think about the fucking timeline.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
So they made it a good like 20 plus years waiting to get back, putting their toes in the live action pool.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a few issues with it besides, like the source material. Like they're just like kind of wandering around Brooklyn and Manhattan, just like dressed like regular people too. Like you couldn't at least like at one point I'm pretty sure Luigi is wearing a red hoodie and I'm like you couldn't have just
he wears red more than Mario does.
put that on Mario,
Which is just weird. Because like the love interest is also with Luigi.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Daisy is Luigi's girl.
True, but like
why wouldn't you bring
it was
Peach?
just weird
Where
why
the fuck
you
is
wouldn't
Peach?
start with Peach.
Yeah.
Where's Peach? Bring me
Is it
Peach.
because Bowser's not here or some shit?
Well, I thought King Koopa was Bowser.
I thought so too.
So the original
I thought he was
production,
gonna
like,
turn into fucking
well,
Bowser.
yeah, I mean the fucking Goombas turned into dinosaurs, which they're mushroom people. The fuck?
I know, I was very confused. I was like, do I not understand Mario Brothers? Because I'm sitting here being like, none of this makes any sense to me, but I haven't played the games enough to verify.
No. I don't think the games would have helped you.
I would have still been just as confused.
But the Goomba, so Toad gets turned into one, which it felt like they just named a guy Toad, and they're like, here, let's turn him into a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I can at least get there, because Toad is a mushroom and the Goombas are mushrooms. So if they're the same species and they turn into dinosaurs, at least you have a small ounce of consistency.
Mm-hmm. I think the other issue was like the goons that were attached to Koopa. Like, who were they supposed to be?
Like in the black
with the wacky hair and shit. That's really distracting.
That's Spike. Those are baby Bowser friends.
Oh.
Iggy and Spike.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So like you can play them in like Super Smash Bros. If you switch from Baby Bowser.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got what you're saying now. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're characters in it. But
Yeah.
Where's Peach?
where the fuck is Peach?
We got those two in there,
well,
but
they had a
where's
dozen
Peach?
princesses
Yeah.
in air
Yeah.
quotes. That being said, Iggy and Spike were only told a couple of notes on who to kidnap.
Oh my god, I was losing it. What was it? 2 arms, 1 head, and 2 legs. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like-
That's gotta be her. 2 arms, 2 legs, 1 head. I was like, oh shit. I wrote that down.
I
You guys
know.
are right. Nailed it.
They were not incorrect. They were. That's what that person was.
Yeah.
But they still ended up finding the right lady. New York just has a couple of people.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense. And I do want to hop back to Toad de-evolving because I lost my shit when he came out of there because he was like all
His head.
smiling and happy and his head was so fucking tiny. I
Yeah.
was like, I can't handle this movie. Like, what is happening?
And then they
'Cause at
plopped a
that
harmonica
point-
on him.
Yeah, because like at that point, we're pretty far into the movie. Like you're
Yeah.
You're in
like-
it to win it.
yeah, you're like, what is happening, man?
Also, there's fungus everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What is? But it's not like.
It's the
I don't know,
Mushroom
it's just-
Kingdom, man.
Yeah, but it's just like stretchy stuff. And nothing.
I
It's
know.
not fungus.
That's not fungus. They say the word fungus so many times in this movie.
Trust the fungus.
Trust the fungus, and they
They
drop
do constantly.
they drop like a bomb, and I'm like, yeah, you got to grab that, bro. I've played Mario Kart.
Also,
Yeah.
it wanders for fucking like 20 minutes. It's like wandering around.
It's looking for its target.
Yeah.
They did occasionally have a couple other things, like so they had the bombs, and then they also had the thwomps, like a sign for the thwomp.
Yeah, but they're, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see it, but at least
They
they had
tried.
some callbacks.
Yeah. Which honestly, I feel like that would have been the better way to approach it. Would have just had like these random in the background sort of things. Because once we started talking about dinosaurs evolving and de-evolving, they're losing me when there's no Bowser. Like,
Yeah.
how does that all come together?
Like I thought when he got de-evolved, I thought he was going to become like a Bowser character,
Right. 100%. Yeah.
Mhm.
and then he got just a slithery tongue.
Yeah.
Sam doesn't like
Well, then
that.
he turns into a fucking dinosaur,
He just full goes dinosaur.
Yeah.
and then turns into a pile of goo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A
Apparently there was
single-cell organism or some shit.
Yeah.
this movie had 30 minutes. They had like originally made it 30 minutes longer, and they had to cut out a bunch of it.
I am glad that they cut it
I wish they cut out more.
yeah.
Nah, they could have added some more scenes in.
I don't
Apparently,
need that shit in my life.
apparently Bob Hoskins and then John, I can never say his,
Leguizamo.
Leguizamo, were drunk
Yeah.
like the entire time offset.
That's
That doesn't
awesome.
shock
Because
me.
they're like, this is the fucking weirdest production. Apparently, the two, the directors, it was a husband-wife couple combo, and they were just like obnoxious and like super arrogant, thinking
Yeah.
this movie was gonna be the best thing ever.
Oh
just
no.
yelling at people constantly, and they're like, "Fuck this!" And so they just kept getting drunk.
Oh man.
And John, who plays Luigi, gets hit by a car when he was drunk once on set,
Oh no.
and he broke
Okay.
his leg.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
And then Bob Hoskins during the movie broke his hand was like one of his fingers was broken because John slammed the van door on his finger and broke it.
Oh
Oh,
no.
fuck, that would hurt.
He got stabbed 4 times, electrocuted, and he nearly
4
drowned.
times.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Man, movies have come a long fucking way.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
seriously.
sure- Well, I say that, and we've had,
Yeah.
yeah.
But nonetheless, that's just insane. Like that much happened. He's like, oh, and he was like, yeah, and that's just what happened to me.
Oh my god.
So
Could happen to you.
yeah,
Happen to me. Could happen to you.
it's Mario.
I don't know.
Did you
Yeah.
guys know Mario's last name was Mario before
I
this
didn't.
movie?
No.
Tim?
No, honestly, I thought he just had one name.
So I read that somewhere on the internet like weeks before because everything like Super Mario was coming out for the new movie
Yeah.
that's doing insanely well. Still not seen it. Saw this instead.
Yeah.
But I saw Mario and Mario Luigi. No, I mean Luigi Mario. I was like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, excuse me?
But I will say my favorite two characters had to be Spike and Iggy.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
They were crazy.
One of the other early scenes, they're like in New York still before they kidnap not Daisy and then Daisy. They're like, they pulled out the hot dog in like a bun and they're like, yeah, they told me this was dog.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And then when they got when they got evolved because they got smarter,
Yeah.
they were like, he goes
Oh,
to
yeah.
one of them and he's like, do you know the square root of 36,481?
Yeah.
It's 191.
It's so
Is it?
ridiculous.
It is. I Googled it.
I knew
Nice.
you would. Oh, you didn't make it yourself. I'm ashamed.
No, I'm not mathing that shit. No, it was funny though, because apparently they misspeak it and say 26,000 instead of 36,000.
Oh no.
Okay.
But it's kind of funny. Little goof.
That's oh shit! I just had a thought with that. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, like they wouldn't just immediately know that shit just because they were smarter. It's like
No,
they didn't
yeah.
learn anything. They would still be like, they would just all of a sudden be more self-aware.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I mean?
more
Like-
like the way they evolved was more like Baymax getting like the extra cartridge in like Big Hero 6
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
when he downloaded a bunch of info into him.
Yeah.
That's not what was happening to them. Their brains just increased learning abilities,
Yeah.
capacity.
And they're not wandering around doing math for funsies.
No,
Yeah,
they didn't.
I guess not.
So, would you assume that people in the 90s knew that Mario was a video game?
Yeah.
Because Bob Hoskins did not.
Oh.
Yeah, I would say that most people would be like,
At least aware.
aware of it because that's when video games kind of became a thing. And
Yeah.
that one was like super. There's a reason it was popular and it got a movie.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So
exactly. So Bob Hoskins didn't know it. And his kid was talking to him. He's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a video game. He's like, a what? And he like went and got his Nintendo game and he's like, look, here's Super Mario Bros. He had no idea this was a video game. And then I'm sure he was even more confused.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I almost want to give him the benefit of the doubt if he's like, that is not what I'm working on. I'm
Yeah.
working on a plumbing movie right now with dinosaurs. That's what we're doing.
I as much as like I thought they were hilarious playing the roles as Mario and Luigi, I think they'd be pretty good as Wario and Waluigi. Like if they joined the new universe as Wario and Waluigi, I think that'd be funny because like
yeah.
Yeah.
from their different dimensions. Because there was like a meteorite and shit. And they had to put
Right.
like one little piece in to finish the meteorite to reopen the dimensional portal. To merge the two areas because that's a normal thing.
Yeah, seriously.
And then the Dursley mom was there. That was also funny.
Yeah, and Petunia from Harry
That's
Potter.
her fucking name.
And then they tried to like sexualize her, and I'm like, no.
Nah, she's Aunt Petunia, my dude.
Like, can't handle this. I gotta go. But what did you guys think about Yoshi?
Little
You guys really
Ugh.
loved him, didn't you?
They ruined it.
nine people to make that puppet work.
Damn.
Wow.
They
At least it was
committed.
a puppet. Well, not
Yeah.
that they had much of a choice. But
Hey, I mean, this movie was nominated for 2 awards. Neither of them Razzies.
What?
They were
Legit
for
awards?
shocking.
Costumes and makeup.
uh,
No, pass.
makeup. If the Goombas were practical effects, like
They
okay.
were.
And
Yoshi's a puppet. Does he count
Yoshi's
as
a puppet.
makeup?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's tough. I don't know if he would be makeup.
Are they
Did-
counting the fungus as the makeup?
Maybe. Then he turns into like a normal king. That was weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
The weird like blob that just oozes down, and Daisy's like, "This is my father," and it's like,
Yeah.
you said that with like so much like
Confidence.
confidence. Like you there's no doubt in your mind that this goo is your father.
Yeah. Well, and I don't understand why he ended up like back as a human just because the one guy died.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make
Right.
any
Like that
sense.
doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, wait,
Yeah,
you would have had to like evolve him or something,
Right,
right?
you would have had to use the machine again, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, or the like change them to evolve guns.
Yeah. It's confusing. I was so confused.
Were you also confused
Very confused, yeah.
when Luigi had them dance the dinosaurs?
I loved that. That was great.
Oh.
It was like, are you fucking kidding me?
I was just in and out with this movie, I'll tell you that.
You were like, by the time they're dancing, you're like, I don't even give a shit. Man.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, of course this is happening. Like, whatever.
There's a whole nightclub scene where they actually hired strippers to be in there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Huh.
They could have hired extras, but instead they hired strippers. This movie was production hell. It was supposed to last 5 weeks and went on for 17.
Damn.
Jesus.
Yeah, you're like,
They were
okay,
probably salty.
Yeah.
all right, you're gonna be here for a month, but instead you're gonna be here for over like 25% of the year. Congrats.
Yeah. I'm still just thinking about how it was nominated for makeup. And I'm like, maybe it was like the main Koopa. Well, and everybody's hair. Let's just go with that. Because the Koopa dude's hair was like all spiky. And then the one people's hair, he had like half his head shaved off,
Yeah.
but like a toupee on it or something. Like maybe it was just
That
because
was
the
Spike or
hair.
Iggy. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's so much like sparks flying around too
Mm-hmm.
from the
Yeah.
cars.
The cars, it's like
It's all
wait,
bumper
that doesn't
cars,
make
right?
sense. They were, yeah.
It's a grid. It's a whole bumper car grid.
Right, but at one point he drives off the grid.
Yeah.
Like in the vehicle works still.
Yeah. Obviously.
Your car doesn't work off the grid? It was so fucking weird.
Is this Tron?
Also, like it was so weird to have like all the other Brooklyn, like the girls from Brooklyn there, like
Mhm.
when Daisy was like kidnapped, like they just kept them there and they're like, yeah, we don't know what to do with them.
Yeah.
I don't know. That whole scene was weird, and Mario's girlfriend was not Peach, and that bothered me.
That was confusing. I did like one of the quotes when they landed on that side, though. Like they first got over there and they were like, one of them's like, where is this place? Is it Manhattan? And then the other one's like, I don't know. I haven't been to Manhattan in weeks. And I was just like,
That was Mario.
I forgot about that.
No, they had some funny lines in this movie,
Definitely.
no matter what.
Yeah.
it was well written
Or, well,
or not so well written. Either way,
it was
I
probably
enjoyed
well acted
it.
in
Yeah.
this case. Bob and John in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
playing Mario and Luigi, coming
Yeah.
in hot with that Peaches song by Jack Black.
Oh,
Peaches,
shit.
peaches, peaches, peaches,
Peaches, peaches, peaches, peaches.
peaches, 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 peaches.
Would that have made this version better?
If Jack Black was in it, yes.
If Jack Black was in it, infinitely better.
Like, Dennis Hopper was fine as King Koopa.
Yeah,
Fine. I'm not saying great.
But
I'm
they
not saying
needed
good.
somebody with
We'll
more
say
star power.
knowing, yeah, but like, I think everybody tried really hard
I
Oh
think
yeah.
they did too. Yeah.
to make their characters work.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it was the actors' faults at all.
Nope. I agree.
But-
At one point they were gonna get Tom Hanks to try and play Luigi, and they're like, well, he just had Turner and Hooch and John versus the Volcano flop. I don't know if he's gonna have draw power into the movies.
Oh
Box
my
office
god.
draw. And I'm like, well, you're wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong there.
Forrest Gump.
I wonder if this is this like a cult classic? Do
Yes.
people? Okay, I was gonna say, I
Oh my
wonder if
God,
Tom
is it
Hanks being
actually?
into it would have
It
like
is. There are people that love this movie.
given it more.
I mean, like, I enjoyed it as a kid. You got to remember, like, I watched it when I was a kid. Well, this is where we found it from. Like, Tim, do you know who Donkey is? Like, a YouTuber?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so he was doing a Mario Brothers thing before it got to spoilers. He, like, popped some pictures in from this movie, and Sam's like, time out. That's a thing?
Because he just did a pic of like the Goombas, and I was like, wait, what the fuck is that? Is that Bowser? Like, I need to know.
So we watched it because of this. Because
Yes.
we rediscovered it from my point of view because of that video. We're like, okay.
The internet's
Right.
a powerful place, man.
But yeah, is the internet powerful enough to rate this film?
Clearly, it's not power enough to stream it.
Yeah, what the
Yeah.
hell? They're like,
No.
refuse.
No, when the
Wait, what? no, in the bed.
Fuck that.
When the critics gave it a 29%, the audience gave it a 29%.
Wow.
The IMDb rating, I think, might be lower than Sherlock Holmes at 4.1 out of 10.
Holy shit.
And Google with a 61%.
Mm.
So, Sam, is your algorithm telling you to flip it on?
Yeah. It is.
Is it actually?
It is actually
No way.
because I gave it such high ratings for the dialogue because I really loved some of those lines.
I mean, the lines. Okay, I'll give you that a little bit. Like, some of the lines were pretty funny.
Yeah.
But
And then what else did I rate really highly? The vibe. I just gotta say. This is a movie that I really, now that I own it on DVD, I just want to like pop it in, not tell people anything about it, and just make them suffer through it. Like, that's this movie for me.
jeez.
I'm a horrible
I
person.
might need to fly out west to watch. Well, I
yeah.
think being on the West Coast could help this movie, Tim. What
Yeah.
are your thoughts?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
No, so I'm going to tell you, I had it flipped on too, but mine has nostalgia to it. I have nostalgia
You have
power
a
in
reason.
this.
Yeah.
You know what I
How are
mean?
you guys?
Well, we are one single organism brain
Yeah.
going on here.
Okay, that's
We're the
fair.
fungus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So like typically we follow the same vibe. Yeah, like I enjoyed the vibe. The dialogue's funny. The music, I thought that bopped. This
bopped.
no, it's one of those movies. It's not great, but it's a lot of fun. But it's still not great. But fun, but not great.
Yeah.
Fun, but not great. All right.
Tim?
Does that make sense, Tim?
Yeah, it does. But
For you though.
You're like, fuck this movie. Am I right?
yeah.
That's fair.
I'll give you my ratings real quick.
Yes.
Okay, so dialogue I gave it 2 because there were some things that made me laugh, but the rest of it was just absolute trash.
Oh, yeah.
Plot, I gave a 1. Vibe I gave a 1. Pacing I gave a 1. Acting, especially after hearing the story about them, I upped it a little bit. I actually gave it a 4
Which part?
because I thought they tried.
Oh, the acting. Yeah.
Okay.
Music garbage. Cinematography, I actually said it was pretty good for the time. So I said that damn it was sexy because I was actually not,
It didn't throw
my
you out.
eyeballs
Like,
out. It was no mazes and monsters,
True.
that movie got a 4.2 out of 10.
So I was like, okay, that's fair, but it's still flip off on here. It is definitely flip off for me.
Like if you're
I
going,
hate having this shit.
so like if you're in a hotel and Rihanna's in the room and you're like, and you see this movie on, you're not stopping to be like,
No,
you're not doing like the Beavis and Butthead.
I had to break out. How is it going to be on TV? I had to break out my Xbox.
That's true.
Just watch it. This ain't gonna be on TV.
Valid. He's raising valid points here. It's probably not going to be at a hotel.
This is what, yeah, we should have gotten rid of that category for this
Would you
one.
bust out the DVD again?
Yeah, exactly.
No, no.
I 100% would.
Convert it. I actually have to hang on to it just because I'm like, all right, one day this might be something,
Yeah. I 100% would bust it out for the nephews and be like, look at this shit. Like thinking in my head.
This is what we grew up with in the
Shit.
90s.
Yeah.
This was a 90s kids movie.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Why is that a dinosaur? Why is Mario getting attacked by a dinosaur? You should have played the games, my dude.
Nah, but I
Yeah.
feel like on the regular, Tim, I agree with you. But like, I just like to torture people, so that's why my
Yeah,
rating's
that's
higher.
fair.
We have an
That's
entire playlist on Spotify. It's called Confuse People because we just put the most fucked up random shit in there.
And we turn it on and wait until somebody says something in the car. It takes a long time sometimes.
It'll take like the 5th song being like super weird. Being like, the fuck are we listening to? Our weird playlist. It's cool, man. So that fits our vibe.
The moral of the story is don't come to our house unless you want to be tortured. And don't ride in our car unless you want to be tortured.
Fair.
If you like this episode, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at FlipperFlix. I guess we don't have to say it anymore, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm old. Follow along, see what we're doing. Interact if you'd like to.
Yeah, hit us up there. I don't know. You can also give us recommendations on other of those sites, or you can go to our website at www.flipperflix.com. Yeah, we do a couple recommendations each season, so we just love we're trying to pander right now. We're trying to get you to come to our website, give us some clicks, and recommend us a movie because, we're going to have to pick those eventually, and more the merrier, right?
Yeah.
You can also, speaking of pandering, you can also rate and review us on Apple, Spotify now. Oh, we also do polls there occasionally. So that's always fun.
Answer Adam's questions.
Answer all of my questions, God damn it.
And if you're wondering, when can I catch these fools? You can catch us at 1 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays. We're on Spotify, as Adam mentions, where he does his polls. We're on Apple, Google, Amazon. I believe you can subscribe on the various platforms, and that way you'll get like a push notification, or it'll come right into your queue, so that way you don't ever have to look at the clock on Thursday. It'll just be there for you. Kitty!
Can you later? Bye later.